So the new Moda catalogue is out and there are some lovely little collections, and I have managed to be able to get my hands on some of the pre-release fabrics so that I can actually see them in person. And the first one we're going to have a look at is Coriander Colors. So this is from Coriander of Coriander Quilts, and she had a Coriander Seeds collection, which was her low volume collection. This one is beautiful, beautiful colours that go with her fabrics. So let's have a look at it. So this is the first colourway, and it's got some beautiful reds, pinks, apricots, and then into a sort of a dusky yellow. Let me just hold that up just a bit further. There we go. So this beautiful little circle print, that's gorgeous, and I love this red. It's not an in-your-face red. It's a lovely sort of a bit muted red. It's looking a little bit more bright in the camera than it perhaps is, but it's lovely. And that check is so sweet. That's gorgeous. It's a nice scale, lovely red and white stripe. And then this cute little pink. If I take my hands out, maybe it's a bit better. This beautiful pink dot. Tiny, tiny dots all over it. It almost reads as pink. And then this is a larger dot. Again, it's pink, not sort of orangey. And this is apricot, a very strong apricot. That's got cute little crosses on it. And then that's that circle print again. And here we have some yellows. This is a really lovely yellow, actually. Very nice. Nice big dot. And then that circle print again. Such a pretty green. That is a lovely one. That's got the cute little dot. That's got the cute little cross. This is the tiny little pin dot. Beautiful little mint aqua kind of colour for the check. Again, that tiny little dot and the beautiful little circles. And then we get into lovely blue check, blue cross, blue dots. And I think she actually calls this a purple, but to me this is a pink. It's in the purple tones, but it's a very much a pink, and that's the circle print and a lovely stripe with white. And then we go to the monochromes. Lovely greys, grey stripe, the grey dot, the tiny little dot, grey cross, black dot on white, the black stripe, which I'm getting this as a bolt because I think that's going to be a fantastic binding, the black check, the black circles, and the black dots. So there are lots of gorgeous colours in here that will go not just with Corey's fabrics, but a lot of other fabrics as well. And just pop them back there so you can see them all together. Absolutely superb. So this is coming in fat quarter bundles. I think I'm getting layer cakes and charm packs, and as I said, I'm getting that black and white stripe as on the bolt. But if there's anything else that you really love and think we should get on the bolt, give us a comment in the descriptions below or on my social medias. But that is Coriander Colors. The next beautiful collection that we're going to be getting some of is Denim and Daisies by Fig Tree & Co. And I am in love with these beautiful blues. You know me better than to say I'm in love with those oranges, but it is a nice contrast, but I do love all these blues. So it actually comes in both a quilting cotton, and they've also done Denim and Daisies wovens. So the quilting cottons have these cool patchwork panels, which they've used to do all these amazing bags and things. And there's some lovely colours and some lovely prints in that. And then they've got the wovens, which are almost looking like denims, but obviously a little bit easier to manipulate and to use in larger pieces. So we're also getting some of those as well. So let's have a look at what these look like in real life. And there we have, isn't that a gorgeous, gorgeous print? I am in love with that one. Okay, so let's have a look at them. So this beautiful focal print with that gorgeous flower. This is one of their eyelet prints with a navy on off-white. That's the reverse of that lovely big print. That's a little interesting one. I don't know whether that's flowers or some sort of nut or something, but that's a sweet one. Tiny, tiny, tiny little, gosh, I don't know whether it's dots or little stars in the very background of that. That's a lovely print. Another eyelet print in the navy. And here they are starting to bring in a little bit of those orangey, tan sort of colours into a lovely sort of rose or peony print. And some little paisleys. It's cute. So that's the navies. And here we have sort of the mid blues and some of the paler ones. So that's that paisley print, which is really sweet with sort of almost a bit of the eyelet bit in the background. Gorgeous, tiny, tiny little dots that's making up that image. That's a lovely one. Oh, sort of almost reminiscent of some tiling or something like that. That's good. That beautiful mid colour and that fantastic big main print. Again, a little paisley. And here it is with the orange becoming sort of more of the focus of that print. And then we get to the really kind of paler blues, these sort of lovely light blues, and starting to get into a bit of the apricot sort of colours. That one's lovely actually, just that nice little pop of colour, but not too much orange for my liking. That's a sweet one. That tile print in the lighter blue. Pretty, pretty, pretty. It's kind of darkish sort of orange that it's sort of the tone's getting into, but this is a very pale, it is orange, but very pale sort of apricot sort of colour. And that's a little eyelet print. Oops, a little eyelet print with just tiny little white specks. And I think now we're getting into the real oranges and the tans and almost into a brown sort of colour. That lovely print with the orangey background. That's the main print. The big flowers. That tile print. Reverse of that main print with the orange background. Little paisley, that's kind of cute. Lovely low volume. And this is starting to get into sort of more of this dark, not quite brown, but a very dark orange, very burnt orange sort of colour. Wow, so that is Denim and Daisies in the cottons. Beautiful. Getting some of this in fat quarter bundles and some of the pre-cuts. At the moment I haven't chosen any yardage, but I am starting to think that one's so gorgeous. But at the moment, no yardage. But let me know if there's a particular print that you just absolutely adore. So that's the cottons. And as I said, it came with 2 panels. So this is, actually it might be a little bit confusing because it's got the dark one behind it. Let me just, so this is the first panel. And it's got sort of the navy eyelet, maybe the middle coloured eyelet print on the back, and then these cute little 9 patches with all the different prints from the collection, but you haven't had to piece it because they're about like 1.5 inch squares. So they have used this and the mid blue one, just got the blues in it, doesn't have any of the oranges in it. They've used this for making quilted fabric and then using that fabric to make a whole lot of bags. So there were some gorgeous looking bags in that. So quite a nice idea. Still not 100% convinced that I want to get this yardage, but weigh in. Tell me whether you love this and I should be getting these panels in, or this panel yard, this cheetah yardage in to go along with some of the pre-cuts. And then we have the wovens. Now the woven is a beautiful feel. It's fairly lightweight, but it's just so soft and such a lovely feel. And they come in such gorgeous colours. So that beautiful stripe. This is a white, but it's got, might be a bit hard to see. It has actually got a pattern on it. Try to see where we can see the pattern. Anyway, this is the pattern. It's on it. It's sort of a wavy chevron. So that's it in the light blue. This is just, well, it's not a solid because it's woven, so you can see sort of the warp and weft, but such a pretty blue colour. This has got little white sort of slubs, but they're specific. They're in a lovely pattern. And then we've got sort of more of a middish, darkerish blue solid. That lovely wavy print again. And then we get, we're going to get a few checks as well by the looks of it. So we've got a few cute little checks with little dots down the middle of the check. That's a bit hard to see, but maybe if I hold it up closer you can see. Isn't that cute? So there's that beautiful blue with white bit. And oh, look at the reverse colour. That's fantastic too. So you could, not interchangeably, but you could use it this side as the right side for a project and the other side. So awesome, lovely, lovely check. That chevron-y pattern again. And getting into the navies. That navy has that cute little white dot in the middle of each of the stripes. The navy almost solid. And then the navy dot. This is lovely. Absolutely lovely. And this also comes with, just pop those down. Keep them all nice and flat so they don't crease. This also comes with a cheetah panel. And oh my goodness, it's actually a cheetah panel that's been sewn. Oh, I had no idea that that was going to be like that. I thought it was going to be just printed to look like it, but it is actually sewn squares and rectangles of those fabrics already done for you. And they've overlocked the edges so it won't be fraying. And how awesome is that? You could just get the cheetah cloth and start making your projects, and you haven't had to do any of the sewing. Oh wow, that will be a bit of fun too. So again, let me know what you think of that cheetah panel. So that is That is Denim and Daisy's Wovens by Fig Tree, plus their cheetah panel, which is actually a sewn cheetah panel. Awesome. Urban Chick's latest Christmas collection is called Kitty Christmas, and it has the cutest little kitty in a stocking I have ever seen. So those same sort of retro Christmas colours with a little bit of blues, the pinks, the greens, has a little tiny bit of black, but mostly just this lovely clean palette, and it comes with the panel. I am getting the panel and getting some pre-cuts of all the collection, and let me know if you would like or are interested in one of the kits. So this is a Moda boxed kit, so it comes with the kitty little panel plus all of the fabrics to make this, plus the pattern and also the binding. Doesn't include a backing, but very, very cute. So let's have a look what this looks like in real life. Okie dokie, here we go. So the cutest little kitty ever. Oh, jeepers, that's so cute, isn't it? They just come up with something cute every time they do it. So beautiful pink with a little snowflake with a red dot as well. Little bell, little jingle bell inside the check. Red dots on pink background. More jingle bells with the green. And this print has all of the toys. So there's a little train, there's candy cane, there's a stocking, there's a bauble, there's a rocking horse, etc. So that's a really sweet print too. This is green dots on a red background. Lovely stripe on the diagonal. And a great red print with a little snowflake on it. Then we get into the blues and the mints. Almost a bit the same as my mat cutting mat. So lovely floral with a bit of holly in the background. Mint with a green dot. It's very hard to see, isn't it? It is a tiny, tiny print. Kitties on an aqua background. The toy print with all the different colours in it. A lovely stripe in strong minty teal almost colour, and the jingle bells in blues. And then we're on to the greens. Jingle bell print, stripe, dark green background with a red dot. Very hard to see in the camera, isn't it? That toy print, that's cute. Snowflakes. It's almost a poinsettia kind of print with holly as well. Green stripe. And then we're getting into the whites and the blacks. So that's a beautiful print showing sort of the real colours that they put into this collection. The pinks, that lovely minty green. This is a tone on tone, and it's just that little dot print. Little snowflake with a green dot as well. And now we're getting into some greys. So the jingle bell print with a grey background with a red dot, grey kitties. That was pretty sweet too. Very dark charcoal stripe, and that same dark charcoal with your poinsettia print. So really lovely, 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 and a nice sort of range of colours and tones so that you can have them putting in your projects. So now I'll just see if I can show this very, very big panel. Oh my goodness gracious me, it's huge. So here comes a kitty. There's a kitty. Hello, kitty. It's really big. I'll give you the full dimensions in a minute. And that's then the stocking, and the bottom of the stocking with these lovely big dots. So the dots are, a good couple of inches size. The panel is 36 inches by full width of fabric, so about 44 inches. Oh, that's cute. So if, as I said, I'm getting this panel, so you can put the panel onto any quilt. There's been some lovely quilt patterns by Urban Chicks over the years for their Christmas things. Either that, or you can literally just sew up this with some backing and make the cutest little toddler's quilt. That would be just a nice and easy, fun one. Wow. Okay, so that is Kitty Christmas. And you know I'm a Sweetwater fan, and Sweetwater have got a cute little Christmas collection coming out called On Dasher. Got some beautiful projects that go with it, a lovely snowman, quilt, plus this cute little, I called it Up North, but it's got some applique in it. And these are the colours, and I'm a sucker for a texty print as well, so I'm loving this print that has all of the letters with different words that relate to Christmas. And then there's another print that has all of the reindeer names, because I don't know about you, but I always forget all the reindeer names. So let's have a look at this one in close up. So here is On Dasher. So we have this print that has all of the letters. So we've got things like snowflake and ice skating and mittens and unity and deck the halls and winter wonderland and reindeer and things like that. I think that's a cute one, and it would look fantastic as a backing as well, because it is in a couple of different colours if you didn't want to do a white backing. Then there's the cutest little reindeer head print. And this is the reindeer name print. So we've got Dancer and Dasher and Vixen and Comet and Cupid and what else we got? All of them are in here. Well, except Rudolph. Rudolph doesn't show up in that one. And a cool little snow print with different sort of size circles with whites and greys and reds. A little tree print. Sort of a geometric, sort of again looks a bit like a tile, but possibly a snowflake in the middle kind of thing there. Another snow print in the darker grey, and this is that alphabet one in the darker grey, and sort of almost getting into a charcoal grey, and it's tiny little clamshells actually, and a fabulous plaid with just hints of red and a bit of the bluey grey. So that's a cute one. Okay, so that's sort of the blues and greys. And here we are in the nice bright light colours. So this is the reindeer print, the little tree print, and the trees are in red and green. And maybe that's an easier one to see the reindeer names. Start to count them on my fingers. So that's a tone on tone with that snow print. Red and green geometric. Red and green snow print. That's the red little tiny clamshells. And green and red for that tile print. And here's the reds. Wow, they're lovely colours. The lovely reindeer name print and a really nice plaid. That would be a lovely as a backing too. That would be cool too. The little clamshell print, snowflakes with a little couple of green snowflakes. The little reindeer head with his funny cute nose. So maybe that's the reindeer, the Rudolph reindeer print. He gets a whole print to himself. The trees, and oh wow, the alphabet print on the red is fantastic. Don't know which one's my favourite now. Okay, moving on to the greens. And it's sort of a mid-grassy kind of green. It's lovely. So that's the Rudolph print, the reindeer names. alphabet print. And I love the little baubles and the mug of hot chocolate and the holly and the tree, all the different little things on there as well. The tree print, the little clamshell print, snow, and a lovely green and charcoal plaid. Wow. So that. Now, I had a customer really interested in the Snowman Gatherings 4 by Primitive Gatherings. And this isn't a collection or a designer that I've had before, but I did love this big snowman panel to do your stitcheries with. So it is this huge, cute snowman with different snowflakes in the background. So I've got the panel, and that's up on the website for pre-order. And I also got a couple of jelly rolls, because these lovely colours I think could be really handy for some lovely projects. So let's have a look at Snowman Gatherings. Now we might look at the panel first. So the panel here, it's sort of a bit difficult, because this panel sort of shows it as being a bit brighter and lighter, and the digital printout here has it sort of being quite, sort of got some yellow tones to it. So really interested to see what the reality is. Okay, it's big. It is 36 inches by 44, so with the fabric. And so it is fairly pale, but it does sort of have a slightly mottled background. So it's not a complete off-white, it's not a complete cream, it's got a bit of a mixture in there. And you could just use this panel just by itself. You wouldn't need to do any stitcheries on it if you didn't want to, but it would look fantastic if you did. Using the layout of the snowflakes, you could cover that in some of your own colours, you could embellish around them. Lots and lots of options for doing some fun things with this panel. Okay, so let's have a look at the actual fabric collection. And again, it's this same slightly mottled background. It's a bit hard to see, I think, on camera, but so it's not a complete, it's sort of a bit like a grunge, I suppose. That might be a way of describing it. So this first print is really cute. It's got two little snowmen, snow people on a background with some snow prints. That's just the plain grungy sort of colour. Cute little low volumes with stars, with circles, with a check. Lovely print, nice stripe with some interesting decorations in it. And then we get into the very pale taupe kind of colours, beige. Little star print, that stripe print, the little snowman print, check. Apple core kind of print, that comes an interesting design. Almost looks like propellers or something. So that's the taupey kind of colours. We're then into a lovely bluey grey. That's a lovely colour. Stars, that's the grunge. And maybe in that you can see a better idea of perhaps what that creamy one looks like. So the snowman, little dots. They almost look like a triangle. Some circles, that stripe print, the check, and the apple cores. And we're starting to then get into sort of some darker, moody, still got blue tones to it, but starting to get quite dark. Stripe, check, apple cores, the grunge, circles, and another check. And these are navies. Well, these are navies. Navy grunge is awesome. It sort of looks like midnight or something. The snowman print in the navy's fantastic. Circles. And there. So that is Snowman Gatherings. There we have Snowman Gatherings. And when I was looking through the catalogue, I saw Willows Farm by Deb Strain, and I just thought, maybe it's time to get another cute little kids line. And I'm a sucker for barns and farms, of course, and this one is really cute. So it has this awesome main print with the big barn, the windmill, etc. There's tractors and a whole lot of animals. There is a panel, which I'm not planning on getting, but I just thought it was really cute as well. So I've got charm packs of this available for pre-order on the website, but I thought I'd show you the whole fabric collection anyway. So this is Willows Farm. So cute little cows, pigs, goats. I think that's a donkey. Oh, and a duck. Cute little duck. Some chicken wire. Lovely print with the tractors, and oh, that duck print is so cute. And there's a duck sitting on top of the pig's head. Tractors and utes or trucks. The barn and some animals. Wood grain print. Lovely check and mobs of sheep. So that's one colourway. This then has sort of a lighter pale blue background. The utes, and that farm print, all the animals, the check, the chicken wire print, and the wood grain. And then we get into some reds and pinks. These have a very pale sort of pinky colour background. Oh, I hadn't noticed the dragonflies before. They're cute. That's a nice print. It shows up that design well. Chicken wire, sheep, check, and the wood grain. Oh, we've got another colourway. Sort of yellows and sort of sage greens. Check. Sheepy bars. Cute animals. Tiny little sheep. And the chicken print. And then this is the big panel with the animals in it. Let me just open this up a bit. So there we have sheep, goat, cutest little duck, calf, horse, a pig and a little, oh, it's actually a little chicken, little lamb and a donkey. And this comes in two colourways. So this has the cream colourway on the background, and then this one is the blue background. That cute little ducky. I know a fabric husband who would think that's pretty dang cute. So that's Willows Farm by Deb Strain. So the next one I wanted to show you is Sable and Swan by Kathy Holden. Now I've got a few of her collections over the last year or so, and she does some fantastic collage prints like this one. This has, oh gosh, so many cute things. I think we'll have a closer look on the fabric. But what I really wanted to get the cap sets for and have a closer look at is the music and the crossword print. I wanted to see whether I would get them as sort of low volume or alternative background prints. So let's have a look at those. So it's blacks, greys with just a little skerrick of sort of a gold tan sort of colours, and I just love these collage prints. It reminds me of decoupage, which my mum used to be really into, so I've sort of seen a lot of that around. Okay, so that's the music print, and that is lovely. That would be fantastic for popping into a quilt for a music lover. Wonder what piece of music it is. Wouldn't it be fun if someone could actually play that? So a nice houndstooth, some numbers, which I love almost as much as text, wheat or something, more numbers, letters. Wow, that's wow. That wheat print again, numbers and letters on black. Swap over to, and this is more of a white background, whereas the other one was sort of a creamy beige background. So the numbers, the alphabet. Oh, that swirl print's really lovely too. That's sort of almost calligraphy pen type thing. That's pretty. Interesting print. And there's the music print on that slightly less creamy background. That's nice too. That swirl print on black. And here's the crossword print. Part of me wants to know what the clues are. But again, fabulous for popping into a quilt. Somebody who's a crossword lover. Numbers, and then little squares, kind of like 1.5 inch, maybe 1.25 inch. They're like old adverts or something, aren't they? They're cute. And then this is the panel. Let me show you that. The panel is 18 inches, or the repeat, I should say, is 18 inches. And it's just got all these kind of logos and adverts. Cod liver oil with phosphates. It's very old worldy. That's cool. Okay, so that's Sable and Swan by Kathy Holden. So that's the fabrics that I have gotten my hands on to show you. There are some Ruby Star Society ones as well, called Favorite Flowers and Good Spirits. So this is the Favorite Flowers. It's a collaboration between all the girls. Some lovely prints in there. Some lovely projects. And then Good Spirits, which is another Halloween collection. And that's some of their projects that they've got. There's just one more thing I wanted to show you is Moda is putting out a quilt block doormat, which is in this, I think it sort of looks a really dark navy with this beautiful quilt block on it. And I'm offering that as well, but I do need to know if you would like to order it. They're $65 and look fantastic. I have had one of the other Moda quilt doormats from a few years ago, which I just love. So I'm definitely getting one of these, and there's a few other girls that have said that they want it. So let me know in the comments below or contact me through the website, and I can put you on the list for getting one of those. And the other little item that I've been looking at too are some cute little tote bags. Now, I'm not 100% convinced I want to get these yet, so convince me, guys, convince me. So pop a comment in or contact me if you think one of these little tote bags would be fantastic. Ready to sew, zip it, measure twice, cut once, no regrets, stick a pin in it. Sew a needle pulling thread. So they look cute too. So that is the Moda catalogue for this season. Check out the website. I've got quite a few of these items up on the website ready for pre-order. But if there's something that I've shown you today that you really, really love, get in touch with me. I can always order fat quarter bundles or a particular piece of yardage if you're really enthused. So, Moda catalogue.